Namaste, I am Dr. Chetali Samant. I am an Ayurveda physician and a diet and lifestyle counselor. What sweetener to use in food is, I think, the question of the century. Whether you should be using white sugar, or white sugar has been completely demonized, so probably nobody will ask that. Whether you should be using jaggery, or you should be using palm sugar, or you should be using agave nectar, or you should be using maple syrup, or you should be using stevia in your diet. That is a question, I think, another of those frequently asked questions in our clinic. I would say use something which grows locally in your region. Your body will always be familiar with what your generations together have had. So what is regional to your region? Regional to this region is jaggery. Sugarcane is a staple crop which grows across Karnataka and many other states in India. So jaggery has been intricately viewed in many of the traditional cuisines of India and is native to this region and definitely more beneficial than sugar substitutes which can be grown in other countries. Jaggery, again, like black sesame seeds, is very intricate and very, I would say, intricately viewed even in, Ayurveda medications. Several of Ayurveda medications require jaggery as an ingredient. In fact, our asavarishtas, which are the naturally fermented, liquid Ayurveda formulations, require jaggery as a natural fermenting and a taste-enhancing agent in their preparation. So jaggery is very important to Ayurveda medicines as well. Powdered jaggery, which I used from Subiksha, was not only tasty, but I'm very proud that it's a very, very nutritious addition to my food and not just as a taste maker in my food. Natural jaggery has, I would say, a bounty of nutrition. It is not just high in iron, it is also high in other nutrients, for example, zinc and calcium, which really helps the amount of nutrition that goes in your food. Jaggery is called to be Nati Shleshma Karaha in Ayurveda. That is, an old jaggery is called to be Nati Shleshma Karaha. Shleshma means phlegm or kapha in our body. So old jaggery and powdered jaggery does not create too much of phlegm in the body and hence is very healthy for us. It also helps in balancing doshas, balancing all the three doshas. It helps when we have fever. So it is called as jwaragna or jwarahara. That is, an old jaggery or a powdered jaggery helps us to prevent fever and fever processes in our body. It has variety of benefits. For example, it is shramahara. When we use jaggery in our food, it can reduce tiredness. It can help in alleviating anemia, which is a very deep-seated issue pertaining to Indian population, especially Indian children and Indian women, not just in the rural areas, but also dwelling in the city areas. So iron deficiency anemia is a very, very deep-rooted problem which can cause variety of issues. For example, the memory and concentration issues in children can be triggered because of low iron levels in the body. So a little bit of jaggery in the diet really helps. For example, having groundnuts which are organic with a little bit of jaggery, which which is unprocessed or organic in nature, can help, which is it's a very simple remedy to help iron levels to boost up in our body. So that is an ideal snack which can be included and it's an inexpensive snack, I can say, which can be included in children's diet and in diet of pregnant women and all people who are having issues with low iron levels and low hemoglobin levels in the body. Apart from the benefits of jaggery for digestion, that jaggery helps digestion, it helps people who are constipated. It is also helpful in providing a simple sugar substitute for people who are diabetic in nature. Usage of any sweetener is not allowed in diabetes, but if you do not have uncontrolled diabetes, then jaggery is an ideal sweetener to use, also for Weight Watchers and people who are concerned about cardiovascular disorders. Jaggery is a healthy substitute. People who suffer from indigestion or people who suffer from acidity or women who have pregnancy-induced nausea, jaggery is a very extremely good food to include. For example, you're having a little bit of fennel seeds or somp as we call it in Kannada, with a little bit of jaggery after every meal can help to to calm down the nausea which is triggered by pregnancy, or even for people who have acidity and feel nauseated because of that. It can also help you feel less bloated and can calm down acidity of any form if you are suffering from it. Another tip is to include a little bit of any kind of a nut in your diet with a little bit of jaggery if you are suffering from PMS. So jaggery, when had with a good quality of nut, be it ground nut or almonds and any protein rich nut, can help you calm down your PMS symptoms what you might be experiencing before your periods, or sometimes even throughout your periods if you are suffering from hormonal imbalances like PCOS. In fact, I treat a lot of women with PCOS and I recommend jaggery a lot in diets related to PCOS, because it is an ideal supplement, as many women who suffer from PCOS often have iron deficiency anemia, which is a kind of underlying disorder in that condition. So jaggery, especially the unrefined jaggery, unprocessed jaggery or jaggery powder, is an excellent addition to your diet to keep you healthy. Thank you.